We have. There is an effort ongoing right now here in downtown Toronto to get more vaccines out to sex workers in the city. It's happening just down the street here behind me, and they have asked us to keep our distance as a way to respect the privacy of those coming to get those shots. However, we did get a chance to step inside earlier and watch them as they got everything set up.
We're going to bring people directly in here first.
Toronto's Zanzibar strip club reopened its doors Friday afternoon. No drinks or performances, however, as the well-known tavern instead reopened as a one-day clinic for sex workers in the city to access the COVID-19 vaccine. Organizers saying they felt it was especially important to hold the clinic here as a rebuttal to commentary they say has come from public officials in recent months.
Strip clubs and strippers have been very publicly targeted through the pandemic, particularly through degrading remarks that Mayor Tory and other political leaders have made.
Attiker says while this clinic is prioritizing sex workers, it's also offering service to others in need of low barrier access to a vaccine. That means visitors aren't required to show ID, prove their legal name, or share an address.
We ran 2 vaccine clinics in mid-May and got to about 1,000 people between both of those clinics. So we know that the need for vaccines is quite high.
So we've really been trying to meet people where they're at.
Dr. Holly Knowles is one of 6 staff who's actually giving the shots. She's hoping by the time the clinic closes, they'll have administered 300 first doses of the Pfizer vaccine. When someone who has, say, struggled to get a vaccine comes in and then finally gets one from you, what do they say to you after that? What's that like?
It's really special for us because people are just so happy. There's been some tears, people talking about being able to see family members again.
Vaccinators are going to set up on the left side over here. So all across these tables over here, we're going to have nurses from Sherborne Health and Unity Health setting up the clinic. When we come back into this space over here, after you get your dosage, you're going to come back here to an aftercare station.
Meanwhile, the scene on the second floor is going to be quite a bit different. This space being used for things like storage. The vaccines themselves being prepped right over here. The club's owners saying they were on board with the idea right away.
We've all been unfairly stigmatized and unfairly accused of spreading illness. So it was a real statement to say we are incredibly dedicated to stopping the spread of COVID-19. And, if you can help, you should help and, band together as a community.
In a written statement to CityNews, the mayor's office saying John Tory was clear in his public comments that he was not passing judgment or in any way stigmatizing people, and that he has said that his concern with the 2 strip club outbreaks we saw in the city last year was the amount of time that public health officials were tied up trying to track down hundreds of people, the vast majority who had provided false contact information. The province made a decision to close strip clubs based on public health advice, and the mayor supported that decision.
We'd like to see the city model future clinics off of the model we're running today. Now, this is a one-time clinic here, and it does wrap up in less than an hour. We did manage to stay in touch with the folks inside there running that clinic over the phone. They told us they initially had a large rush of people come in and have since died down a little bit, and they've used that time to just do outreach here in the community. In Toronto, David Zura, City News.